calls, etc., that creators are making upon other creators on TikTok. And so everything I use is public information. Just to be clear, it's a Google search and some interneting. I have a team that does it.
Again, I think she's assuming here. Okay, hold on, Kaylee. Let me. I'll bring you up, Kaylee. But let me finish this because I have not heard your video. So let me give me that. Let me listen to this and respond to your video because it's the first time hearing it. But then you can come up absolutely, and we can talk about it. I'm not ignoring Kaylee. It just popped up. What are you talking about? Anyways, so let me finish watching this.
We do research on my channel. That is our thing. I don't know what y'all do on your channel. I don't care. But we do research and we provide actual receipts of everything we speak about. What? I have no idea. So let's say you come on TikTok and you're just talking about whatever it is you're talking. We're going to say we're talking about cats. Okay, we're just talking about these cats. The neighbor cats are terrible. They're always like blah, 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 whatever, right? But no, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about other parents and other parents being on supervised visitation when they themselves had supervised visitation and had their kids taken away. They're doing, one of them is doing content that teen boys would watch, and she slept with a teen boy. Like, dude, be so for real. They're not talking about cats. This is why it's important that awareness be brought to it. You don't like that.
Again, I think though, Kaylee, you're missing the point, or you missed the point of my context. It's not just about us. There's a bigger circle. There's a whole big circle of individuals that are doing this same stuff. Here, I'm not even talking at all about you, me, Homebody, Shelby, Lainey, nobody. I'm not talking about nobody in here. You guys, I will let her up. I'm going to finish watching this video that she made. Period. Oh, absolutely. There, yeah, when I was talking about before, I'm not going to deny that. There was parts about Kaylee. Yes, I said that. When I was talking about when she read the thing. Let me finish watching this video so her and I can have a chance to talk. Chill.
That content. And that person, the way they deliver just really irritates you. So instead of just scrolling past, right? People are now going in and they're calling them up, they're finding them. Do you know what your kid's doing? I know that they're 37 years old, but do you know what they're doing? They're making the neighborhood pets. I can't believe this, blah, 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 right? And then, oh, this is where they work. Do you know that you have an employee that works there and this is what do you see how crazy that sounds?
Feel free.
Yes, that sounds crazy. And I would beg to differ, and I would say that rarely happens that people are calling people's moms. You're talking about the Shelby situation.
No,
That's very obvious.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about the Shelby person or the Shelby situation. I don't know what Shelby situation you're talking about, but I'm not talking about the Shelby situation at all in this. This has absolutely nothing to do with Shelby. And in reality, going back, and I said this before, even in regards to the Homebody situation, Ruby is the one that found it. Ruby brought it up. Ruby, not even Kaylee. Kaylee then shed light on it and put it out there. Absolutely. Did the research and put it out there. Absolutely. But Ruby brought it up, and that's what I said to begin with. What is it that she's doing that she's just like, oh, let me find something on her? Now I've been told that she Homebody interviewed her son, so that's why. But I'm not talking about Shelby here at all. At all.
And we don't even really know if that actually happened. There hasn't been proof that that has happened. But yeah, I don't think that happens very often. And maybe one person does it, not a ton of people, not me. Like, this is just like you're comparing apples to oranges here. Where this whole thing came in, that we're just going to spend our days. When I say we, I don't mean me, because I'm not doing it. No, you'll just not take accountability for the fact that you shit talked me on Shelby's stream and then went on with roaches and acted like I was a criminal for outing her history. But
did you watch my live, Kaylee, with her? How many times did I say, and you were sent the information and said, I absolutely knew nothing about this situation, nor did I want to know. I said, I can't see that Kaylee's just randomly bringing this up. Isn't she a mom? I'm pretty sure I think she's a mom. She's a mom. She wouldn't just bring this up randomly. There's more to the story. That's what I said. That's all you did about the other stuff, you're right. Saturdays, oh, I don't like this person. Let's run background checks on them, and let's just dig into them, and let's find all about themselves and their family and where they work and their spouses and their kids and all of this stuff. Let's just dig into all of it and look into it. Why? Why are we doing that? But then when they do it, if they find something, now they're blowing it up, and now they're going to roll with it, right? Perfect example. This just happened with Homebody Hideout. Are you truly in denial that she was talking about other people's parenting and being an advocate for children? No.
Yet she hurt a child. Are you serious right now? Like, be so fucking for real, girl. What she...
I'm not even gonna respond because it's the same that I've said it a million times. She's wrong. No matter how you look at it, she's wrong. What she did was wrong. Period. End of story. She was wrong. There's a victim on the other side of it.
Did wrong. Absolutely. 100% unacceptable. Wrong. Should not have happened. There's no qualms about it. Okay? But just putting it out there wasn't good enough. Now, mind you, this happened well over a decade ago. Again, still wrong. But just... So Still wrong, but just less wrong because it was a decade ago.
No, that's not what I'm
Are you
saying.
listening to yourself?
Are you listening? Yeah. Are you listening? You're trying to take something that I'm saying and make it about, oh, because it was 10 years ago. Oh, not a big deal. No, it's wrong in every stretch of the imagination. What I'm saying is said person, Ruby, not Kaylee, Ruby had to go back the 10 years or 14, how many ever years it was, go back and do the research. For what? What are we gaining from it? I think it's great that it came out because of what it is that she's doing on here. But why are we going that extra step when there's a involved in reading all of it, right? I don't grasp. Oh shit.
What happened?
Oh shit.
Why? I can trust your opinions and all that, but at this point, I don't trust your opinions. Not somebody
You don't have
that is
to.
defending a child rapist, like saying they should
Where
be
did
exposed, and also
Where did I defend her? Where did I ever defend? Thank you, love. Where did I defend her? Not one time did I say, okay, guys, well, give her a break. It was a long time ago, blah, 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 blah. No, I never said that. My only qualm, again, I need to go. My only qualm with it is there's a minor at the other end of the story who is now grown. It's been 10 years. That's why I said that's because he's grown, right? Which means he's had 10 years to deal with it, right? So now if he's just scrolling TikTok one day and he's just hears all about his story, it's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
somebody who neglected their children, 10 children for over 10 years, and you think that you're defending that. That is concerning as a
Who
social
defended
worker.
that? Who
And maybe you're
defended?
retired, but I would think that you would still have those ethics and morals all those years later. That's fucking crazy. That is concerning.
When did I defend her? I didn't defend either of them.
Did you work for CPS ever? And if you did, this is
I
what
never
you feel about
did.
these things that's fucking concerning. You just ripped it right off. Because you wanted to prove something.
I know that.
something
Everyone knows
else.
that.
Well, you didn't need to do all of that. You didn't need to read all of the police records and all of the other stuff. All you had to do was release what the charge was. The charge says enough. That's it. No, that wasn't enough, because she came on my platform and she lied to a ton of people when she tried to fucking defend herself, and she called a child a rapist and tried to make herself out to be the hero. So yes, I did give that fucking child a voice. I'm so sorry, Angie. But you went above and beyond. And now it's happened, and I don't know how it happened. But somehow now the family knows, and now the family's going to have an interview. This is the words that was sent to me was, I've been in contact with the family. The mom said, okay, she'll do an interview, but she needs a few days to think, or to get... You're a fucking liar. Oh my God, that is not, because that can't be sent to you, because that's not what I said. I did not get in touch with the mother. The mother and the daughter contacted me. That family contacted me. The mother said, I want to come on and speak for my child because she is calling my child a rapist. That's what happened, Angie. Quit fucking lying about me. This is like the third fucking time.
Calm down. First of all, pipe down. Okay. I'm not lying about how would I know how they've reached out to you? How would I know? I told you what was sent to me. What was sent to me was that you were going to be doing it. Thank you, love. Is that you were going to be doing an interview with someone in the family and that they needed a couple of days to process or think about it or whatever. I don't know what the term was. I said it was sent to me. That's what I said. I said it was sent to me.
You have made up lies about me, and yes, I am calling you the fuck out. Get together or whatever.
Call
the
me
words
out.
were, right? To me, that tells me she probably really doesn't want to do the interview. You just opened up a wound, decade-old wound, and now you want to come on and talk about it. I don't grasp why we're doing this. I don't grasp after this whole hour-long video of you pretending once again that you're the fucking hero and you just have all this empathy for all these people, the fucking criminals, but you don't have sympathy for the victims and their voices and their story being told and there being justice for them. Because now, this child that you're speaking of and this mother get a voice that they didn't have because she fucking ran from the police and took it from them. That's why, Angie, that's fucking why. As you know,
If the family is wants to come on and speak about it, kudos to them. But to say that I'm just, you know, over here being Captain Save-A-Ho or whatever the case may be, that's not it. Again, I'm not reading the police reports, the stories. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not. I feel like I've been very clear. I don't know if when you're listening or you're reading into this, you're just assuming it's all about you. It's not. It's not all about you. And if we can't have a civilized conversation, we're not going to have a conversation. I don't get onto this platform and get to yelling and being disrespectful and all that stuff. Either we're going to have a civilized conversation or we're not going to have a conversation. That's just how it's going to go. But according to this video, you little riled up, and so that's not going to go well if you come up on this panel. I'm just letting you know right now.
I've been very open about it. Didn't really talk about it until it came up on TikTok. I am a survivor of childhood SA, and I suppressed it for a long time. And when it came back up, it was 27 times more pain. Say my name, Angie. It's me, Kayl1e, the one you're talking about. I understand that you went through something, and I am so sorry that you endured that. So did I. I was a child that didn't have a voice. I was a child who my parents didn't even fucking know until many years later something happened to me.
Me too.
My story is not their story, and your story is not their story, and everybody handles their trauma differently. You don't get to tell other victims how to handle their trauma. You don't get to do that. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm sorry you went through that, but you don't get to say how other people deal with their trauma.
So you do? So you get to determine? Because I'm not saying how they get to determine or how they deal with their trauma. I just hope that they've dealt with it. That's what I hope. My whole point that I think that you're missing, the whole point I think that you're missing, that I've been trying to say this entire time, this is it. I'm not even going to play the rest because I really don't care. Before you knew, before they reached out to you, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, before you knew, you read the documents. You knew there was a child victim, right? You didn't know that there was going to, if they were going to be like, oh my God, thank God, I finally have a voice. I finally can talk about this. There's a platform, there's a space, etc., which is great. I love that. I absolutely love that, because that is how some people need to deal with their situation, just like that. I love it. I love it. But it also could have been the complete opposite, and we don't know. That's a gamble, right? And good for you. Kudos to you for being, I don't know, gutsy enough, brave enough to take that gamble. It's not a gamble I would take. In fear, I would make the wrong choice. That's where we're very, very different. But for you to be popping blood vessels and yelling and screaming and cursing at me, because we do things completely different. This entire video was not about you at all. It was about, in general, everybody that brings stuff up and digs up. And again, Ruby was the original one who dug it up. Okay, well, Kayl1e, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You've done this multiple times too, right? You make messages about our videos about me. You go on live and you talk about me. I get sent this stuff. I brush it off because I don't care. It is what it is, right? But then to take something where I'm talking in all of social media, right? All over, it's happening absolutely everywhere. And just assume it's only you that I'm talking about. That's not it. Or just say that it's only, it was Shelby that I was talking about when I was talking about relatives being reached out to. Had nothing to do with that. I don't know if Shelby's relatives have been reached out to or not. I don't know. I know people who have. And it's just not okay. I will never grasp, social media is not that serious. Like, we know people on social media, but we're not friends on social media. We don't know them. How am I backtracking, Kayl1e? How am I backtracking? I'm not backtracking. I'm saying the exact same thing I've been saying from the beginning, since I started, since before I made the video. In my live, We talked about this in my live. And then I made a video because I found, or I saw, sent some information, and I saw some SOC gang members that were making some not SOC member friendly comments about somebody. And I was like, wait a minute. That is what brought up the entire video. That is why I made the entire video. That's it. I don't understand how TikTok even allows it. And shit, you can't even show your socks. No, Brandy, that's not what she said. So people that do true crime are horrible for talking about people's past. No, absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. I think you guys are just missing the entire point that obviously there's a child victim. I'm not seeing anybody that's getting muted, Kaylee. So don't come in here and be like, oh, and he's allowing it again. I have a lot of mods in here, and if mods, Perfectly Imperfect said if anyone was being rude or disrespectful to either, she would be muting them. The heck? I'm muting people who are being disrespectful to either of you. Thank you. Okay, so Shelby, or not Shelby, sorry, Kaylee. I muted them because. Okay, so again, you guys, you see what I'm saying? These are my moms coming up and talking about who that they muted people. Where we you just automatically assume and go that it's Shelby. Okay, once again, do you support homebody roaches or homebody? All right, homebody. I've never said that I did, Kaylee. I've never said that. I never once has it come out of my mouth that I said I support any of these individuals. No, I'm assuming you're missing a third person in there because you said, do you support homebody roaches and homebody? No, I do not support people who have those type of charges. Absolutely not. That has been very clear. I feel like. No, I said, do you support homebody roaches or show? No, it clearly says homebody roaches and homebody. And do I support Shelby? Yeah. I do support Shelby. I think that was the whole reason of you making the video the other day, was because I wouldn't have got that video that fast had it not just randomly popped up, was for you to tell people that he was a mod. See, again, we do things very, very differently. When people come into my world, into my TikTok land over here, we talk, we do whatever. We're not on the phone chatting for hours. We're not falling asleep, on the phone together. We're not hanging out on the weekends, etc., etc., etc. Do Shelby and I have completely different lives? Absolutely. We sure do. We have very different lives. Matter of fact, I don't think we have anything in common at all. Do I agree with everything Shelby's done? No. Does he agree with everything I've done? No, probably not. But I'm not sure what that has to do with me saying that I would not have read the police report on a child. No, I'm not saying it's okay that he has scammed them. I don't know what's happened in that situation. So no, I don't know. Yeah, that's not what we talk about or do over here, is that, I mean, if you're saying because Shelby has done things in the past, I don't know, love. If she's, if that's the case, I mean, that can be flipped back onto you. Look at the people that you have up on your life. Right? Same way. Same way. That was a month ago. It's like when I said it was 10 years ago, give an example, it was 10 years ago, he said 10 years a thing. That wasn't okay. Oh, because it was 10 years ago, big deal. It happened, it happened, it happened. Same thing. You've had Ruby on your page. You've had Jordan on your page. You've had Santos on your page. Oh, I can't read your name, love. I can't read your name because it's little. Certified something. What is the purpose of my platform? The purpose of my platform is to use people's real life situations that they put out, right? Both parties put out onto the internet, right? And then I take their situations and I talk about them openly because other people are very likely going through the same or similar situations, and I try to help them navigate through the system. Okay, Kaylee. Okay. I think we will just agree to disagree because you still haven't even let me know if you're going to be able to come up and have a civilized conversation with me. Yeah, I will never, ever exploit an essay's that I will not do. If you're able to have a civilized conversation. Kaylee, now you're just being ridiculous. Did baby? Yep, he did. No, but you know who did? His primary parent did. Okay? Unlike everybody else who just ups and just randomly posts stuff and reads stuff, whatever the case may be, I ask permission. Even when it's public record, I ask permission. Is it okay? But if this is where so that's where your mind went, right? There is a big difference between me reading court docs for a custody case when both parents are putting the information out there, right? Both parents put the information out there, and me reading those documents. That's totally different than you hearing one-sided, not knowing if the victim is okay with it, and you putting it out there. There's a big difference. A big difference.